Sagittarius, what can they do for their mental health right now for the next month or so? What can Sagittarius do for their mental health? For Sagittarius, what can they do for their mental health? Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. And the Empress, clarify the Empress for Sagittarius. Three of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords. No. Okay. Six of Cups. Wow. That is too many cards. Okay, Sagittarius. So we have the Queen of Pentacles working on your mental health, nourishing your mental health. But for some reason you're not, don't be naive or foolish when it comes to your mental health. Learn to let go of the baggage. So you can start a new journey. You need to learn to let go of the baggage. Get a different perspective on what's going on and do the shadow work that you're called to do. Start taking those plans, making those plans to move forwards, okay? To move towards what it is that you want in life. You're needing to look really deeply at what you've hidden from yourself, at the transformation that you need to take that you don't want to acknowledge, or you only want to partially acknowledge it, where things maybe aren't perfect, things aren't quite going the way you want them to go, in order to manifest what it is that you want, you're going to have to look at those things. You're going to have to face those things, even if you're a little bit reluctant to. So, people pleasing and not following your own ideas, you're going to need to reconnect to yourself. You're going to need to cut that out in order to heal. You're going to need to set boundaries, maybe cut some people out of your life, reconnect to yourself. Stop being a people pleaser and reconnect to yourself. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness in life? What makes your heart sing? So while you're setting these boundaries and you're cutting these people out, you're also needing to reconnect to what brings you that joy in life. Okay? And stop worrying about what other people are saying or doing, or what other people think about you. That this time is your time in life. Okay? You're needing to pay more attention to that. So this Three of Swords in the reverse, gaining wisdom, gaining heartbreak from this situation that needed to end, from, there's a recovery and a clarity that happens. Don't give in to negative self-talk, okay? Don't give in to the sorrow. It doesn't matter if it was like a friendship, if it was a romance, whatever it was that needed to end, that ended, that needed to happen, okay? And then we've got the Prince of Cups in the reverse. This can be somebody who's jealous or moody or unrealistic. So this ending, it needed to happen. You're learning wisdom from it. But there could be these unrealistic expectations that still surround it, and how much it would change your life, how much happiness you could have had with this person. Your thoughts are trapping you, and your emotions are tricking you. In order to have happiness, you sometimes need to give up certain things that you thought would bring you happiness, or certain people that you thought would bring you happiness, but really they're keeping you stuck in the past. They're keeping you stuck in a certain way of thinking and doing things, and you're needing to move on in order to get out of emotional upset and mental upset. You're needing to move on. You need to let go of them. The ending needs to happen. Okay, so the Six of Cups, talking about the past. The Star is about healing and transforming that. And where you let things out of the box, like Pandora, where you let things out of the box in order for them to transform, the Star is bringing you clarity, and it's bringing you light and healing of a spiritual nature. It's healing this past, whether it's the childhood or it's the past, a lover, an emotional. So you're having to face these things that you don't like about yourself. You're having to do that shadow work. You're having to look at things that are halfway. You don't want to look at them because they're half what you want and half what you don't want. In regards to your goals, And so you've been people pleasing, but you need to look at why you've been people pleasing and why you've been settling for half. There's this, you're needing to study your own, what brings you joy in life, and your own creativity and your own ability to leap over these things and let go of this past. Don't surrender to the imbalance in thinking. You got 6 of Cups and 6 of Cups. With 5 of Cups and Knight of Wands. So you were trying to move on from this heartbreak and this inability to move on, to overcome it, to look at it, to transform yourself, to take action towards your transformation for a better tomorrow. But you remain stuck in the past, stuck in the stone, and stuck in the negative thinking. In order for this cycle to end and to get your healing, it's all about examining your thoughts, not surrendering to the pain of the past or to the fear and anxiety of the past, but transforming that fear and anxiety into fuel to get what it is that you want. There's like 2 heads. There's like something hidden about the past. You're like of 2 minds. There's like 2 heads from the past, and that's what's keeping you stuck. Now, the 7 of Wands, this talks about, your inner critic as well as other people's criticism, where you feel you have to take the high road and defend yourself and defend why you've done certain things because you're feeling judged by yourself or other people. Not giving into daydreaming about how the past should have been, actually listening and seeing the reality of the situation. And you're starting to see the reality of the situation. The 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles. So you're starting to take action towards your mental health because you're starting to see how when you were just following these temporary satisfactions, you were, just going with the flow and allowing people to use you and walk over you, you're seeing how that made you struggle and how you were adapted to toxic environments, and those made you defensive. How you were adapted to, daydreaming that things were better, but not actually taking action, not seeing what was right underneath your nose, only seeing what people wanted you to see, how you were kind of put in the middle of things and you adapted to that toxic environment, and now you're taking action to get away from these critical people, to develop spiritually, to develop, more emotional stability and satisfaction in your life, more mental stability. You're needing to look at where these toxic environments were, the things that you didn't want to look at before, the things that you didn't want to hear, or you only half heard, and you were of 2 minds about, and how you adapted to those toxic environments. you need to unlearn that adaptation and learn to instead cut them out and be connected to yourself. Okay. Be more connected to yourself. And it's a journey. It's a transition, right? With the Six of Swords. It's a transition. You're on this journey. There is healing for you, but you're needing to take action. And a lot of it has to do with reconnecting to yourself, reconnecting to your joy in life, your passions in life, not other people's joys, not what other people love to do, but what you want to do, and setting some boundaries with other people. If you're of two minds, or other people are being two-faced with you, then you need to set boundaries with them. Okay? There's some things that are worth keeping in your life and some that aren't, and that affects the wheel of fortune. It's not just fate, it's also the stuff that we do that affects it. So when you're starting on this new journey, you don't want to be gullible. I mean, you can see the Fool is leaving the cave and he's the only one there, but here in the Two of Wands, there's somebody else. You know, there's somebody else there. The Fool doesn't have a lot of baggage. The person in the Two of Wands doesn't have a lot of baggage, but there's like regret and there's stuff hidden in the shadows there. There's stuff that's unexpected in these plans, in these dreams to move on and transform the life. There's something that's unexpected there. Something that's partially hidden. But if you connect to yourself and you set your boundaries, you get that healing. You get that manifestation you want. He's at a crossroads, but he's got the ability to manifest. I hope this made sense and helps you. Take care.